Today, we will discuss about solving linear equations and inequality in one variable. The most essential learning competency for this week is solve problem involving linear equation and linear inequalities in one variable. In our previous lesson, we discussed about finding the value of the variables in linear equations and linear inequalities in one variable. This time, we will solve word problems involving linear equations and linear inequalities in one variable. Solving equations or inequality is finding the value or values of the variables that will satisfy the equation or inequality.
You have to consider the properties of equality or inequality before you can solve an equation or inequality. Here are the properties of equality. Reflexive property. X is equals to X. Symmetric property. If X is equals to Y, then Y is equals to X. Transitive property. If X is equals to Y and Y is equals to Z, then X is equals to Z. Addition property. If X is equals to Y, then X plus Z is equals to Y plus Z. Subtraction property. If X is equals to Y, then X minus Z is equals to Y minus Z. Multiplication property. If X is equals to Y, then X times Z is equals to Y times Z. Division property. If X is equals to Y, then X divided by Z is equals to Y divided by Z. Substitution property. If X is equals to Y and X is equals to Z, then Y is equals to Z. Here is the property of inequality. Let X, Y, and Z be real numbers. Addition property. If X is less than Y, then X plus Z is less than Y plus Z. Subtraction property. If X is less than Y, then X minus Z is less than Y minus Z. Multiplication property. If X is less than Y and Z is greater than 0, then X times Z is less than Y times Z. If X is less than Y and Z is less than 0, then X times Z is greater than Y times Z. Division property. If X is less than Y and Z is greater than 0, then X divided by Z is less than X divided by Y. If X is less than Y and Z is less than 0, then X divided by Z is greater than X divided by Y. Transitive property. If X is less than Y and Y is less than Z, then X is less than Z. Comparison property. If X is equal to Y plus Z and Z is greater than 0, then X is greater than Y. Now let us have an example number 1. Anton is more than 3 times older than her daughter Zab. In 16 years, he will be twice as old as his daughter. What are their present ages? Let's solve the problem step by step. Step number 1. Read the problem. Identify the keywords and phrases. and organize the given information. Anton is 2 more than 3 times older than her daughter Zab. In 16 years, he will be twice as old as his daughter. What are their present ages? Step number 2. Identify the variables by assigning a letter or expression to the unknown quantities. Let x be the present age of Zab, and x plus 16 would be the age 16 years from now. 2 more than 3 times is equals to 3x plus 2, and that would be Anton's present age. Twice as old as in 16 years is equals to 2 times quantity x plus 16, and that would be Anton's age 16 years from now. Step number 3. Translate and set up an algebraic equation that models the problem. In forming an equation, consider equating the same quantity expressed in different ways. In this case, you can equate Anton's age 16 years from now. Step number 4. Solve the resulting algebraic equation. We have 3 times x plus 2 plus 16 is equals to 2 times quantity x plus 16. Let's simplify both sides. We have 3 times x plus 18 is equals to 2 times x plus 32. By the addition property of equality, we will add negative 18 to both sides. So we have 3 times x plus 18 minus 18 is equals to 2 times x plus 32 minus 18. Now let's simplify. We have 3 times x is equals to 2 times x plus 14. By the addition property of equality, let's combine 3 times x and 2 times x. We have 3 times x minus 2 times x is equals to 2 times x minus 2 times x plus 14. We have x is equals to 14, which is the age of Zab now. Let's now compute for Anton's age. We have 3 times 14 plus 2 is equals to 44, the age of Anton now. Step number 5. Check your answer. To check if Zab's age now is 14, her age in 16 years is 14 plus 16, which is equal to 30. If Anton's age now is 44, his age in 16 years is 44 plus 16, and that would be equal to 60. The age of Anton is twice the age of Zab's 16 years from now, which is the condition in the problem. Let us have an example for inequalities. Example number 2. The length of the rectangle is more than twice the width. If the perimeter is not more than 80 centimeters, find the possible dimension of the rectangle. Let's solve the problem step by step. Step number 1. Read the problem. Identify the keywords and phrases and organize the given information. The length of the rectangle is more than twice the width. If the perimeter is not more than 80 centimeters, find the possible dimension of the rectangle. Step number 2. Identify the variables by assigning a letter or expressions to the unknown quantities. Let x be the width. 4 more than twice the width is equals to 2 times x plus 4, and that would be the length. The formula for the perimeter is P is equals to 2 times length plus 2 times width. However, in the problem, it must not be more than 80. In that case, 2 times length plus 2 times width is less than or equal to 80. The perimeter can be 80 but not more than 80. Let's now simplify. 2 times quantity, 2 times x plus 4, plus 2 times x is less than or equal to 80. Now we have 4 times x plus 8 plus 2 times x is less than or equal to 80. Step number 3. Translate and set up an algebraic equation that models the problem. Therefore, 4 times x plus 8 plus 2 times x is less than or equal to 80. Step number 4. Solve the resulting inequality. We have 2 times quantity 2 times x plus 4 plus 2 times x is less than or equal to 80. Now let's simplify grouping symbols. We have 4 times x plus 8 plus 2 times x is less than or equal to 80. Let's combine similar terms. Let's combine 4 times x and 2 times x. We will have 6 times x plus 8 less than or equal to 80. By the use of addition property of inequality, we will add negative 8 to both sides. Now we have 6 times x plus 8 minus 8 less than or equal to 80 minus 8. Let's now simplify. We have 6 times x less than or equal to 72. Let's simplify by the use of multiplication property of inequality. We will have x is less than or equal to 12. The possible width is 0 less than width less than 12, since there is no negative measurement. Since 1 is equals to 2 times x plus 4, if x is equals to 0, then the length is equals to 4. The width must be greater than 0. Therefore, the length is greater than 4. The highest possible width is 12. Then the length is 2 times 12 plus 4 is equals to 28. Therefore, the length can be equal or less than 28. The possible length is 4 less than length less than or equals to 28. Step number 5. Check your answer. The possible dimensions of rectangle are width is equals to 12 and length is equals to 28 and width is equals to 11 and length is equals to 26. The length of the rectangle is more than twice the width, which is the condition in the problem.
Now, let's take a look at a learner solving word problems involving linear equations and linear inequalities in one variable, and a reflection of today's lesson.
Wow, time again for this kind of TV show. Now, I can easily deal with the learning tasks in my module.
Learning Task 1. Solve the given problem. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 81. Find the numbers.
Let me do this.
Step 1. Read the problem, identify the keywords and phrases, and organize the given information. The sum of three consecutive odd integers is 81. Find the numbers. Step 2. Identify the variables by assigning a letter or expression to the unknown quantities. The difference between two odd numbers is 2. Let x be the first odd number. X plus 2 is the second odd number. The quantity x plus 2 or x plus 4 be the third odd number. Step 3. Translate and set up an algebraic equation that models the problem. X plus the quantity x plus 2 plus the quantity x plus 4 is equal to 81. Step 4. Solve the resulting algebraic equation. Let's combine the similar terms. 3x plus 6 equals 81. Next is by applying the APE. We have 3x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 81 minus 6. Simplify, that is 3x equals 75. By applying the MPE, multiplying both sides by 1/3 or dividing both sides by 3, we have x is equal to 25. The first number is x is equal to 25. The second number is x plus 2. Therefore, 25 plus 2 is equal to 27. The third number is x plus 4. Therefore, 25 plus 4 is equal to 29. Step 5. Check your answer. 25 plus 27 plus 29 is equal to 81.
Yes, I'm done with learning task 1. So easy. Since I'm done with the first learning task, I can easily work with the other learning tasks. Today, I learned how to solve linear equations and linear inequality in one variable. I just need to try more word problems to get better.
That's all for now. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching. Remember, learning math can be fun. Till next time.